this organization, Humanity in Motion, is started by Isabella, and what happened was I had been doing a lot of research. Literally, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning, back in the beginning of March, and researching a lot about slavery, and then sex slavery, and then child sex prostitution slavery, and I was doing a lot of research about it. Literally, I wrote an email that night to a friend and said, hey, this year I'm dedicating myself and my band and my community to try to raise $25,000 to stop these situations of child prostitution and child sex slavery around the world. Literally that morning, Isabella called me at about 9 o'clock and said, hey, I have a big, strange question to ask you. I know it's a lot to do this, but I want to ask you guys to help me put on this event for my organization called Humanity in Motion, which is going to be going to Southeast Asia to help rehabilitate girls who've been rescued from brothels. And she said it, and it was literally 5 hours after I'd written the email deciding I was going to raise $25,000 this year. And it was just, we said, okay, let's do something. So this is what this is, and we want to thank you guys for coming out to this event. And we're so inspired that you're here putting your money towards this cause.
Thank you, Finn. It really was amazing. I think the first words out of his mouth were, what the?
I thought I had sent it to her by accident or something in my email. I thought I'd sent my email to her by accident. So I was like, oh, you got my email, I guess, right? Is that what's happened?
No. So that's what brings us here today. And I just want to thank from such the bottom of my heart, everyone for coming out here today. I'm so moved to have you out here and to feel your support and know how much this cause means to you, because it means this much to me. And I mean, there just aren't words to express my gratitude for all of you being here today. I think some of you have read the signs that we've put up along in the planters, and if you haven't, just take a moment. They're the red signs with numbers on them, and below each number there's either a stat or a little story that gives you a glimpse into the cause and into the world of what it's like to be a sex slave and what it's like to be a child that has been either sold or kidnapped and forced to perform countless sexual acts against their will on a daily basis. So that's why we're here. A lot of people have asked me why this cause is important to me, because there are so many causes that I could be passionate about and that I am passionate about, particularly with any type of violation or violence against women across the world. There are some horrible things being done, and it's, as much as I would love to stand and raise money for every cause, I just can't. So there's something, I've never been a sex slave, obviously, but I do know what it's like to have my body violated, and I know what it's like to have things done to me that I didn't want done. And I feel like dark sexual energy is one of the most volatile types of energy on the planet, and the cause of really, really deep suffering. And so when I think about these girls that are not raped just once, which is bad enough, but as you can see by the sign, an average of 20 times a day by different men for years, my heart just can't take it. So I thank you for coming out here today and supporting us. Specifically today, we're raising money for a trip to Thailand and Cambodia this summer, as well as a shelter that's being built with one of the organizations that we're partnering with called Children's Organization of Southeast Asia, which is based out of Thailand. And they have, they're building a new shelter because they just don't have room for all of the girls that are being rescued. And I wish I could just stand here all day and talk about how bad the problem is, but I want to be in the solution. So the solution is right here, and you guys are the solution, and the band members are the solution, and speaking about it and learning about it and sharing about it is the solution. And whether or not you ever do another thing that has anything to do with sex trafficking, when you love and when you open your hearts and when you band together and you join your community, you're a part of the solution. And healing is taking place right now simply by your standing here. And that's why we brought you up closer to the stage. We want to be united. We want to be connected. We want our hearts to join together because we know that this is the only way we can heal this planet, is for us to bring our hearts together and spread the love through unity and community. So thank you so much for being here. I can't even tell you how open my heart is right now and how grateful I am for every person standing here. It's overwhelming. So thank you. I love you. And enjoy the heck out of the rest of this beautiful afternoon.
So we're going to ask you guys, we have a song that was written by Payo and Mitschele specifically for this occasion. They wrote it last week, and we want you all to join hands with someone next to you during this song, and we'd like to welcome back to the stage Payo and Mitschele.